What's up, guys? Today we're going to try something completely new today. And, it's going to be gauged on how much you guys enjoy this, but I'm basically just going to do the the Sporcle quiz that's just naming the projected starting five for each team in the NBA. It says it's edited once the official lineups come out. I don't know that, but, I'm just going to share my screen quick and then we can get started. Alright, so it seems like I'm recording my screen. Hopefully this is working. Alright. So let's get it going. Let's just try it, alright? Let's start this off right here. Let's start it right off. We have 20 minutes. That's a long time. Alright, let's start with the Atlanta Hawks. We got Trae Young. We got John Collins. We got Clint Capella. He's going to be a big rebounder. The Raptors are playing them tonight, actually, so that should be an interesting game. They've got Cam Reddish. Nope. DeAndre Hunter. Yes, DeAndre Hunter / Cam Reddish. And then the starting shooting guard, I want to say it's Bogdanovich, but I don't know for sure. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, Celtics. I'm guessing Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum. I know they added Jeff Teague, but I don't think he would be there. Point guard. Who else on that team? Fast PP's on that team. We know that. That guy always destroys the Raptors, though. He just pisses me off sometimes. Okay, I got this. They have Time Lord. I don't think he starts. Usually Tice is their starter. Obviously Jaylen Brown, the two J's. Oh shit, I spelled his name wrong. Jaylen Brown, who's also been playing really good this year. He's having a career year. Obviously named an AllStar this year. Starting point guard. It's gonna be stupid. All right, I'm gonna move on. Brooklyn Nets. All right, Durant, Kyrie Irving. What? Kyrie Irving. Who is on this team then? Dinwiddie? What? Karis LeVert. I don't know how outdated this is. No? DeAndre Jordan is for sure there. Joe Harris is for sure there. And Gary Harris. That's a freebie. I probably would have forgot that. Okay, who else is on this team? I should know this. Durant. Is Harden? Oh, they have it updated. Where's Kyrie? Why is Harden and Joe Harris on this team? Who else is on this team? They've got... Who comes off their bench? They got Luaru Cabarrot, but I don't think he's starting. I'm just going to move on. All right. So, the Hornets. Right now, LaMelo Ball's a starter. So, they got Terry Rozier there, too. That's a free one. I actually would have forgot him, even though he's been playing really good. I know Devontae Graham has been a starter this year. I think Zeller starts ahead of Biyombo. Who else is on this team? They got Gordon Hayward this year, which was a nice addition, making, he's worth the money that he's been earning this year, which is good. Who else is on this team? There's got to be someone else. PJ Washington, I think, is their starter. All right. I know the Hornets better than the Nets. That's pretty good. All right, let's start with the Bulls. I know Satoransky's on this team. I don't think he starts. I don't think I spelled that right either. Let's start with Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen. Oh, man, this one I'm not going to be able to spell it. Oh, I got it. Nice. I know Robin Lopez is on this team. Oh, I got Brooke Lopez somewhere down there. Who else is on the Bulls? Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen. Who's their starting center again? He's always injured. He's good. I know they got that guy, the flower guy, the young guy, who at the draft just had a bunch of flowers. He was like a florist or whatever it's called. All right, I'm gonna keep moving on. I got the time on here that I gotta consider. Why am I doing John Collins? It's Colin Sexton. Then they got Garland, the Sexland backcourt as it's called. Then obviously Drummond, who the Raptors are rumored to be trying. They've been trying to trade for him for 2 months. Apparently, he'd be a good addition, but $28 million is a tough money to try and make up. Maybe they'll get him in the buyout market. I don't know. All right, who else is on this team? We got Andre Drummond, we got Colin Sexton, Darius Garland. I think Kevin Love, but he might be injured. Okay, so if this updates very soon, if Kyrie's out for the Brooklyn Nets, who's in there? If Harden, Joe Harris, and Durant, because Durant's been out. This must be like a few weeks back when Kyrie was gone. Who was starting in there with them? It's not Jeff Green, was it? Oh. All right, and Draymond. I got Donkey on top of that. Okay, Garland, Sexton, Kevin Love, Andre Drummond. They obviously got rid of Kevin Porter, so he's not on that team anymore. Who's their the white guy. Damn, what's that guy's name? He seems actually like he's decent. All right, whatever. Dallas. Let's go with Doncic. That's the easy one right there. Porzingis, of course. Porzingis. Who else is on this team? They've got a bunch of role guys. Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway is on that team. Who's their shooting guard and power forward on this team? That's a great question. I know Kleber's on this team. I don't know if he's a bench guy. Okay, starting power forward. He's pretty tall. Shoot the 3 ball, though. Who else? Who's their starting small forward? I should know this. No. You know what? I'm going to go with the Nuggets. So we already have Harris. So it's going to be Jamal Murray. We obviously got Nikola Jokic, MVP favorite. One of the top 3, I think, in my opinion. I think I actually put him 4th in my list. But he's been balling this year. Who else? Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Nikola Jokic, Michael Porter Jr. Otto Porter, Patrick Williams, that's his name. That's the florist guy, the flower guy. Michael Porter, Nikola Jokic, Gary Harris, Jamal Murray. Who else on this team? I know they have not Derek Favors, but the other guy that looks just like him, or at least like I always associate with him. Millsap. I don't know why. There we go. All right, Pistons. This one's going to be hard. They got, obviously, Grant, who's been really good this year. Probably the MIP favorite, at least in my opinion. Yeah, this is where it gets tough. Oh, Blake Griffin, is he? I guess they still have him on here, even though he got traded, which is a big move for Brooklyn. Well, it got bought out, I should say. Which is a good move for Brooklyn. They're going to be able to add to that front court a little bit. A guy who can rebound. You know, people say he's washed, but he was playing on Detroit. Of course he's going to be washed. Everyone looks washed on Detroit except for Jeremy Grant. Who else on the team? I know they have a ton of centers. Probably like a Plumlee is on that team. Yes, Mason Plumlee. I think he dropped a triple-double on the Raptors in that game. Who else did? There was another guy who had a triple-double. It was Dennis Smith Jr. He doesn't start. Who's their starting backcourt for the Pistons? How am I supposed to know? All right, let's go Steph Curry. Moving on to Golden State here. They got Wiggins in there. They got Oubre in there. And then they have Draymond, and then they have Wiseman, the nice young rookie in there. All right, Houston, they've got John Wall. They've got Oladipo. They had Cousins. I know he was coming off the bench, but I'm still going to put him in anyway. Yeah, Christian Wood, obviously, is their main center. I think Gordon comes off the bench. Okay, no, starting small forward. And then who else would be on this team? Who's like the power forward? PJ Tucker, I guess? Yes, all right. Okay, Indiana, let's go. All right, Indiana's got Brogdon, of course. They've also got, obviously, the boner, Sabonis. They've got TJ McConnell, but he comes off the bench. But I'm going to just check anyway. Not like I know how to spell his last name anyway. Who else am I going to go with? All right, so I've got Malcolm Brogdon, Sabonis. Usually they have TJ Warren, but he's injured right now. They also have Karis LeVert, but he hasn't played with them yet. And he's going to be an interesting piece for them, too, because they're a pretty deep team. You know, you got Sabonis, you got Warren, you got Brogdon. Who else do they have? All right, I'm going to move on because I can't think of anyone else. Let's think of Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, of course, Finals MVP for the Raptors. Oh, we got Myles Leonard, who a lot of respect has been lost from over the last few days because of everything that came out with him. With like the, you know, I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. Okay, so Paul George, Kawhi. They got Zubac, who I think is one of the... What? Zubac doesn't start? Oh, Serge Ibaka starts. Another ex-Raptor. Who else on this team? Lou Williams on this team. He's an ex-Raptor. But Pat Bev starts. So they got Pat Bev, Paul George, Kawhi, Serge Ibaka. And then that bald guy starts who used to play on Charlotte, who got overpaid. Like 2016 when the cap spike happened. He got so much money. What was his name again? Okay, Baldy. Come on, I got this. All right, let's move on to Lakers. LeBron James, of course. Anthony Davis is injured right now, but he's still in that lineup, I guess. Caldwell Pope. All right. Montrezl Harrell, I guess, might start at the... Okay, not Montrez. Who's their starting centers? Not Dwight Howard anymore. I should know this. Marc Gasol, ex-Raptor. I should have known that. Right off the bat, I should have known that. All right. Shooting guard. Next to LeBron. Caruso. I think he comes off the bench. Okay, I'm just going to move on to Memphis. Memphis is going to be a hard one. Morant. Jaren Jackson Jr. doesn't really play, but I think he's still injured. Actually, I don't know. I have no clue. Oh, they have that other guy. Oh my god. They got a bunch of young guys too. I don't think we'll be able to get anyone else. I should know them, but clearly I'm a casual. We went to Miami. Jimmy Buckets. They've got Goran Dragic as their starter. No, he's been injured. Tyler Hero has been starting. No. What? What? Dragic? No. Goran Dragic. I think I spelled that right. Miles Leonard. Obviously, Bam. Hopefully, Adebayo. Okay. Bam Adebayo. Jimmy Butler. Miles Leonard. Who else is on this team in their backcourt? Duncan Robinson starts. I thought it was Dragic. Maybe it's Kendrick Nunn starting? Okay. All right, I'll take that. All right, the Bucks. You've got DiVincenzo. I can't spell that. Okay. Who else is on that team? Giannis. Thank you. Thank you for not making me have to spell out his last name. I really appreciate that. Thank you. So you got Giannis, Brook Lopez, and then in their front court you got, well, kind of in their front court, but you got Middleton. Then you've got in their backcourt, so they're starting point guard. It's not that guy who used to be on the Magic. He's on their bench now. They got point guard and shooting guard. I should know this. Drew Holiday. Silly me. Who else though? It's probably DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo. I don't know how to spell it. I won't be able to get him. Unless it's someone else, which I can't think of. Alright, Timberwolves. Who is on the Timberwolves besides Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell, who I don't even know if he's playing right now. I'm pretty sure he's injured. Russell, Towns. They've got obviously Anthony Edwards, who ended Utah's life, unfortunately, but still got my respect for Utah. I really do. D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and then they've got their front court. Do they still have Josh Okogie? I guess not. Was he even on their team? I don't know. I'm doubting myself now. Who else is on that team? They used to have Anthony Tolliver. I don't know who else they would even have. So I'm just going to move on to the Pelicans because I already got Lonzo Ball somehow. Zion Williamson. It must have been from LaMelo Ball. Jackson Hayes doesn't start. Aquaman starts. Steven Adams. Aquaman. They got Lonzo. They've got Zion. They've got Ingram, of course. And then does Josh Hart start? No, he doesn't. He's a bench piece. They got JJ Redick maybe starting? No, he's also a bench piece. Who starts then next to Lonzo? I don't know. All right, let's move on to the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, that's a nice pull because I would not have got that on my own. Well, I probably would have. You know what? I probably would have. Let's just say that. So Mitchell Robinson, their front court, they obviously got RJ Barrett, which I don't know how to spell his name. All right. They've got Obi Toppin, who has been pretty decent. He had a good debut in the dunk contest. Okay, who else is on this team? Obi Toppin, RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson. I'm missing a power forward type New York Knick, and then I'm also missing a guard. They used to have Dennis Smith Jr. They have Derrick Rose now, but he's coming off the bench. I'm going to move on to the Thunder. So for the Thunder, let's start with obviously SGA. I'm just going to type in SGA and see what it gives me. Nope. Gilgeous Alexander. Oh, I got it. OKC also has Horford. I don't think... Okay, he's starting. I thought he was coming off the bench. But he's been good too. He's the guy that you might see a team make a trade for him because he brings so much defensively, but he makes a ton of money. That's the only issue with him. I think he does have a declining contract, so over the years it does decline a little bit, but still a tough contract for a guy who's more than a veteran. That guy's old. Obviously basketball old, not real life old, but Gilgeous Alexander, Al Horford, obviously Dort, the legend, Lou Dort, everyone's favorite Canadian player. Well, maybe not, but this is Canada's team in a way. You got Gilgeous Alexander, you got Dort. That's all you need. And who else is on that team? Doesn't matter. I got the two Canadians. As long as I get all the Canadians in the league, I'm good. The Orlando Magic. You got Vucevic. You got Aaron Gordon. That was a nice pull. You've got Fournier, who is one of their classic starters there. Fultz was starting, but he's been injured for a long time. Hopefully they didn't put Isaac because he's out as well. Jonathan Isaac, is that his name? I think so. He's a baller. He's kind of Siakam-esque in a way. Small forward. Orlando Magic small forward. You'll never get that. All right. So the Sixers have already got everyone except Embiid and Simmons from the looks of it, which is pretty nice because Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, that makes total sense. I think I would have been able to get that. All right, let's go with Booker, Chris Paul. They've got Ayton. Kaminsky's coming off the bench, I believe. They've got, what's his name? They got a nice wing there who's become his own player, is a good defender. They got Jay Crowder as well. Not that he's not good. They got Cam Johnson, but there's another guy. I know him. He's like a 40% three-point shooter. I remember doing a pregame where I said, we got to watch out for this guy. Can't think of it. All right, Portland, you got Lillard. I don't know if McCollum is still going to count because he's been out for a long time. I guess so. They still count Nurkic too? Okay. This is pretty easy. Otherwise, I don't know if I would have got them. I know they have a guy who's been starting, who's a baller. I think it's Gary Trent Jr. Is that his name? Yeah, he's a baller. Dame, CJ, Nurk. They got Jones Jr. And who else they add to that roster for defensive purposes? I don't remember who the other guy was that they added. Who's their starting power forward? I'll never know. All right, Sacktown. Let's go with Sacktown because I like Sacramento. I know they got Harrison Barnes at the starting forward for their first guy. I know they've also got De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, power forward and center. They got Bagley as their power forward, I believe, and then what's his name? This is gonna piss me off. He's a rim runner. He's high energy guy. He's fighting for minutes with Bagley in a way. Everyone who plays fantasy should know him because he's a good fantasy guy. I'll come back to it. It'll come back. All right, Spurs. You got DeJounte Murray on that backcourt. I think White. Oh, Kobe White for the Bulls. I thought he was a bench guy. I'll take that. And Derek White, nice. I got that Derek White pull. DeRozan, who's been good for this team. Aldridge, who's been good. And then it's not Pirtle starting, is it? Poeltl. His name is the hardest to spell in the world. Poeltl. Yeah, I got it. It is him. Poeltl. Jakob Pirtle. I don't know how you pronounce it. All right, Raptors. This is gonna be a tough one. Whoa, almost tipped this over. I'm just gonna go beast mode on it. Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Anunoby. Are they putting the small ball lineup or is Bainesy starting? It's Bainesy, boy. There we go. That's late. Utah Jazz. Bojan Bogdanovic. That's a nice one right there. We've obviously got Donovan Mitchell in that back court with Rudy Gobert in the front court. They've got a power forward and a point guard. All right. I think I can get those. I'm going to just keep going, though, because only 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes. All right. Washington Wizards. You got Westbrook. You got Bradley Beal. You got, he has 9 fingers. One of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. Bertans. My guy Baller Nation said he's going to be most improved player. He fell off on that one. But I picked Jamal Murray, so we're both wrong there. Okay, Russ, Bradley Beal, Bertans. Come on, I got this. I know, what's his name? They have got a good rim runner. He's injured right now, I believe, but I know this is going to put him in there. And then they're power forward. Whatever. We're going to go back. 1:55. Celtics point guard. Who am I missing? Pritchard. No. Oh my God, Kemba Walker. I'm a fool. All right, that's done. Chicago Bulls starting center. Okay, we got Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Otto Porter, Lauri Markkanen, and damn it, I can't think of it right now. Cavs, small forward. I can picture him in my head, but I don't know his name. Dallas, he's the white guy with that brown hair. Dallas Mavericks, no clue. Detroit backcourt. Detroit's backcourt. What do they have? Who do they have? Why do they have? It's going to be a couple young, maybe a young guy in there. I'm going to be pissed off after. Okay, Pacers. I've got Brogdon, TJ Warren, Sabonis. I already tried LeVert, but he's not in there. Miles Turner, of course. And shooting guard. Who's the shooting guard next to Brogdon? It's probably just another solid guy you keep forgetting. All right, Clippers. Pat Bev, Paul George, Kawhi, Serge, bald guy. I can't remember his name. Who else is on that team? I don't know. LA Lakers. LeBron, KCP, AD, Marc Gasol. Who else in that backcourt? It's not Caruso. Damn, I can't forget. All right, Memphis. John Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. Um, this is pissing me off. I don't have enough time. Bucks. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Brooke Lopez. I already said DiVincenzo. I don't know who else it would be. I can't think of anyone right now. Timberwolves, I got Russell, Anthony Edwards. Towns, missing two guys in there, unfortunately. Pelicans, I got Lonzo, Ingram, Zion, Steven Adams. I already tried a couple guys, didn't work. 10 seconds. Knicks. Who's on the Knicks? I don't know. Who's on the Suns? Who's on the Trailblazers? I don't know. Oh my god. Kings. Who's that guy's name? Rashawn Holmes. Holmes. What? What? All right, let's go through. Wendell Carter. I knew that. He's always injured. I told you that. Killian Hayes. He's injured right now. I don't blame myself. DeLon Wright, ex-Raptor. Maybe I should have known that. Isaac Okoro. I had the wrong guy anyway. Josh Richardson. I should have known that he got traded in the Seth Curry trade back. Jeremy Lamb. Always burns the Raptors. Marcus Morris. He kind of sucks. Dennis Schroeder. I thought he was coming off the bench, but I guess that makes sense. Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, JV. JV, I should have got JV. I should have got that. Kyle Anderson too, slow-mo. Dylan Brooks, I thought of him, but I couldn't remember his name. Dante DiVincenzo, I couldn't spell his name. I thought there was an H in there. Jarrett Culver, Juancho Hernan Gomez, Eric Bledsoe, whatever. Alfred Payton, Julius Randle. I forgot an AllStar. That's a shame. All right, Thunder, Diallo, and Baisley. Who cares? Terrence Ross. I should have probably got that. I should have thought of him at least. Mikhail Bridges for the Suns. I was thinking Bridges. I couldn't think of his name. I told you he's like shooting over 40% from three this year. He's been a baller. Robert Covington. That's the other guy they added next to Derek Jones. I was thrown off because Derek Jones is a lot taller. I thought maybe he'd be in the power forward position. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. Hassan Whiteside. That's not true. It's Holmes. It should be Holmes at least. Utah, Mike Conley, I should have got that. Royce O'Neal, yeah, make mistakes. Rui Hachimura, Thomas Bryant. I couldn't remember Thomas Bryant's name. Rui didn't even come up. Damn, that was tough. But I still beat the world. World average, 76. I got 82. 123 out of 150. Let me know if you guys try this. Let me know what you get. Obviously, you've already seen my answers, so you're technically cheating. Unless you paused at the beginning, did it before me, and then compared. In which case, respect to you if you did beat me. Who's the shooting guard next to Brogdon? It's probably just another solid guy you keep forgetting.